Okay, I wanted to bring you right into the black, what we call the black. This is part of the contained area. You're in Rocky Mountain National Park. Cub Lake Road is off to your right there. So there's Cub Lake Road. You're in the Moraine Park campground area. There's some of the cabins that are just fine. You can see the difference between the black in the foreground and the golden grasses. So we call the golden grasses outside of the fire line. The black edge is the fire line. Then let's go ahead and you're looking up Spruce Creek here. Sprague Pass is up there. And let's go ahead and look at those south slopes there that have that warming aspect. They're the ones that took the brunt of the fire, making runs up and down. And then if you take a little look over to the left, which would be more northeast aspects, there's where that snow is, still on those slopes. Fire crews have been through here cold trailing and mopping up. This area has containment. And let's go ahead and look at the fuel system in here. This is a grass module here, flashy fuel. Still dry. There's still actually, yeah, it's nice. You can feel a little bit of moisture from where the snow is. So it's a combination, crunchy in the top, but there's now moisture in this ground right here. I can feel right there. That's wet right there. That's good. But still flashy fuels in here. They consume very quickly and they carry fire very quickly. Now let's look at our threats. Way up high, that's not a threat. That's interior. That's the only smoke we see visible here. And then let's go over to the south a little bit, up in the Spruce Creek drainage, and look it up there. You can see one little smoke up there. Again, on the north face up there, probably a little jackpot of trees deadened down where the fire got sheltered underneath it, kind of like that video you saw from Pingree. Skunking around in there, consuming that, no factor. Look how far out that is. And then one of the questions is, can this reburn? And in flashy fuels, the answer is definitely no. That's why we do a lot of backfiring. And that's why sometimes a life-saving measure for firefighters is to use a fusee and burn out the area around them. Because when these flashy fuels consume, they're gonna have to regrow next year to be able to be carrying fire again. That's different than the forest area, although that's a very high intensity burn up there in some of those slopes. Fire is driven by slope, topography, fuels, right? So we have steep slope, heavy fuels, and weather. Wind driving that right up and over. That's where you get those high intensity stand replacing runs. There's some mosaic in there. And that area will be really good for the elk and the deer. They'll be all over that area feeding. So here you are, Rocky Mountain National Park in the black.